85 is the age at which many people are already noticeably reducing their physical activity and starting to live much more cautiously. But Afnan Rajput completely changes this view. His energy, strength, and love of training make you wonder if age really determines a person's abilities. The most interesting thing is that there are no complicated or inaccessible techniques in his lifestyle. He adheres to a few simple principles that almost anyone can implement. One of them often becomes a crucial factor in maintaining activity and well-being for decades. Be sure to watch the video to the end, because the last secret can completely change your attitude towards youth and longevity. So, let's get started. When people talk about youth, they most often recall the skin or the absence of wrinkles. But the real age of an organism is determined by something else entirely. One of the first things that starts to decrease is muscle strength. It happens slowly, so most people don't notice the changes. At first, it becomes more difficult to lift a heavy bag, then it becomes more difficult to open a jar or climb stairs effortlessly. That is why Afnan Rajput continues to train regularly even at the age of 85. For him, physical activity is not a way to impress others, but an opportunity to maintain freedom of action and independence. During training, he puts special emphasis on his arms and shoulders. This choice is not accidental. It is the upper body that performs a huge amount of inconspicuous work every day. Strong hands help you carry purchases, pick up objects, keep your balance, and get up from a chair or bed without undue strain. As long as a person is able to confidently perform such simple actions, he retains his habitual way of life without outside help. There is a less obvious reason to pay attention to these muscles. When a person feels the power of his own body, his behavior changes. He moves more confidently, is less afraid of household stress, and continues to be active. It turns out that developed muscles support not only physical capabilities, but also an inner sense of independence. Every strength training becomes a signal to the body that muscles are still needed. If there is no such load, the body gradually begins to save resources and reduce muscle mass. Therefore, regular exercise helps to maintain not only strength, but also the ability to easily perform everyday tasks even after many years. Another feature of Afnan Rajput is that he likes to train in company. At first glance, it seems that this just makes classes more interesting, but training together has a much deeper impact. When like-minded people are around, the feeling of solitary struggle with one's own laziness disappears. There is an atmosphere in which people motivate each other to continue working out even when they get tired or want to skip a workout. Sometimes it is the presence of others that becomes the reason that helps not to give up a useful habit. There is an interesting pattern. Promises made to others are fulfilled much more often than promises made to oneself. If you are expected at a training session, the chance of missing a class is noticeably reduced. This makes it much easier to maintain regularity, which determines the result years later. Working out together isn't just good for your muscles. The brain is actively working during communication. Conversations, laughter, discussions, and shared goals become additional training for memory, attention, and emotional stability. Therefore, physical activity in the company simultaneously supports several important body systems. Another important principle that can be noticed in the Afnan Rajput lifestyle is the desire to constantly move forward. Many people believe that with age, the need to set goals disappears. It seems that there is no need to learn anything, improve results, or achieve new achievements. But in practice, it is the presence of a goal that often becomes the factor that helps a person maintain vitality and not lose interest in each new day. Our brain is designed in such a way that it is important for it to feel development. When a person sees even small progress, positive emotions, and a desire to continue what they started appear, it is not necessary to strive for records at all. Sometimes the real achievement is another repetition of the exercise, a little more confident performance of the usual load, or regular workouts without long breaks. Each such small victory strengthens confidence in one's own capabilities and gradually turns into a big result that becomes noticeable years later. Interestingly, having a goal affects in more than just training. When a person wants to maintain or improve their results, they begin to take a closer look at their entire lifestyle. There is a desire to fully recover, observe the daily routine, pay more attention to the quality of sleep, and not overload the body with bad habits. The story of Afnan Rajput shows an important pattern. Youth cannot be preserved by a single exercise or a separate habit. The real result comes when different useful principles start working together. Strength training helps to preserve muscles. Communication supports the desire to study. Striving for achievements does not allow you to stop after the first difficulties. It is the combination of these factors that allows a person to remain active even at the age of 85. The most valuable thing in such a lifestyle is its stability. This is not a short-term burst of motivation or an attempt to quickly change yourself. It's a system that repeats itself over and over again over the years. That is why it brings results that cannot be obtained by random efforts. The story of Afnan Rajput is reminiscent of a simple thought. True youth is manifested not by the number of years you have lived, but by the ability to maintain strength, interest in life, and a desire to move forward. The body always responds to how we treat it. And the longer a person remains physically active, surrounds himself with people who support his aspirations, and continues to set new goals for himself, the more likely he is to maintain not only health, but also a high quality of life for many years to come. Friends, what do you think about this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video, which has now appeared on your screen.